Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be showing you and trying out what I got during the Sephora VIB sale. So I won't be trying everything because some things are kind of similar to each other, but I am very excited to try some of these products. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I am a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup, especially indie makeup and colorful makeup, and I have new content every week, so I'd love to have you subscribe. So this is my Sephora order that came in last night. So a couple of these items I picked up in store at the end of the sale. My husband and I were near Sephora and wanted to look for a candle actually. And we were there looking at other stuff and then we ended up smelling a bunch of fragrances and stuff. And so we actually bought two. And I am not a fragrance person, nor is he. My husband and I went to look for a candle actually. We wanted to know what it smelled like. And so we wanted to smell them, and then it's in the fragrance area. So we ended up smelling a bunch of fragrances. And I blame Kelly, Keep Beauty Real, for this, but we ended up buying two. And neither of us are fragrance people. He has worn fragrance in the past, like before I met him, and we've been together 14 years, 13 years, so it was a long time ago. I have never owned a fragrance for myself, but we ended up buying two. So we got small sizes of both, and we got the Replica Autumn Vibes, which smells so good. This is what I've been wearing since. There's another replica and then two from Ellis, New York, or Ellis, Brooklyn, that Kelly recommended that I smelled and wanted, but I didn't really need to buy 3 or 4 scents at once. So we got this one because we both wanted it. And it's so nice. I don't know how to describe it, but it is very much autumn vibes, and it's not too floral, it's not too musky, it's like it's a good middle. So I don't like traditionally masculine, like super strong masculine scents, and I don't like super like gardenia-y floral scents, and I like that, and that's where most scents tend to be, is one or the other. But this is kind of in the middle, and I really enjoy this. I've been wearing this every day since I got it for the last week. I've already made a little bit of a dent. And then I also like this one, but this was more my husband's. We got a Tom Ford fragrance. This is, I think, Eau de Wood. I don't remember the name of this one, but this was twice as much as the replica for the same amount. But you can see part of that, what you're paying for, is the name, and part of it is the packaging. So this looks like, you know, a travel size sample. This is just so much more luxe looking. It's even got a magnetic enclosure. And this smells really good. So this is also a little more masculine. This is a little more traditionally masculine, but it still smells good. Like, I still like this. I don't know how often I'll wear this, but I really like it on him. So I'm really happy he got this. And then the other thing I got when we were there was the Makeup on Mario Sculpt Stick in medium. So I've been wanting this and it's been sold out everywhere. I've wanted to try this since it came out, and it's been sold out. And we were leaving the store and I was like, oh, I want to look at the shades again and make sure medium feels like the right shade. Light medium looks a little too light and cool tone, but you know, we'll see. And I was looking at them and there was one medium there and I grabbed it. But I've used this every day for the last week and I really like it. It's a little warm, but not super warm, so it works to really sculpt my face and kind of bronze. Really like this. I actually don't use the brush here very often. I have tried this built-in brush and it's nice, but I prefer the brush I normally use for cream products over this. So really happy with this purchase. So as far as my makeup so far today, I did my brows with my Haus Labs brow pencil. I primed my eyes, and then I did my foundation and concealer, and that's it, because I have base products in here. So I did my Fenty skin tint on the lower half of my face like normal, and then a little bit of my Kosas concealer. So I did also just get a haircut, so this is gonna be a little more pale right here, but I don't have foundation on my forehead. I don't put foundation here because my wrinkles / lines, when I do this, it tends to crease. So I only have foundation here to kind of like cover redness here and like razor burn. And then I put concealer under my eyes and that's it. So part of that is because I got the Fenty cream bronzer and I really want to try that today. And I got the shade Teddy, which is They say for tan skin, but it's got a nice kind of olivey undertone, so I thought it would work really well. So I'm gonna try that today. I ended up getting a backup of my Kosas concealer because I use it almost every day. I either use the Fenty Bright Fix for like no makeup days, or if I'm literally only wearing that to cover up some dark circles. And then any day that I'm wearing foundation or want a little more coverage, I use this. And it's almost gone, so 15% off, had to grab another one. We're actually almost Rouge members now. So next time there's a sale, I'll get 20%. So that is the concealer I am wearing today. And then the other two things, which will be what I put on the rest of my face and my eyes, my lips, are the Rare Beauty holiday set. This is the Selena's Favorites, which has a highlighter, a blush, mascara, and lip. So I'm gonna be using those. And then I got the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I've wanted this for a long time. I was hoping it would go on sale for Black Friday, but it disappeared from her website. It was just fully gone. Only the mini Metropolis was left, and Sephora still had it, so I bought it before it disappeared. And now it's gone from Sephora. I think Cult Beauty still has it, and they are doing a sale on Natasha Denona for Black Friday. So if you missed it, I would go check that out. I think it's 25% off if it's still in stock. But otherwise, I think it's been discontinued. It was a limited edition palette from 2 years ago, and gold was 3 years ago, and gold was just discontinued as well. I also grabbed gold recently during the Friends and Family sale. So I'm super excited to have this. I'll probably do a minimal look today just because I'm feeling lazy, but I am so excited to use this beauty. It is so much more beautiful in person than even photos. So I can't wait to use this. I think because my base is half done and looks a little weird with just foundation right here, I'm gonna do the rest of my base and then I'll do eyes. So normally next is when I would do like bronzer and stuff, so I'm gonna use that cream bronzer. So like I said, I got the shade Teddy. So I literally opened it and it's already covered in fingerprints. So it's a cute package, but I don't love that. It's gonna look disgusting all the time now, but this is the shade Teddy. And it looks like, I saw it swatched out and I've watched a lot of videos. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on cream bronzers. There's like 4 that I wanted to try, and I ended up buying 2, even though I was only gonna buy 1 just because I saw the Mario was in stock. And this, on anybody who's also kind of medium with olive undertones or looked the best, and it looked like it had a bit of an olive undertone to it in swatches. So that is why I grabbed Teddy. So I'm gonna try this. My go-to brush for cream products is this. I've been using it with the Mario as well. This is the Sigma Small Contour F05. So I just use this for anything cream. It's my go-to for my melt cream blushes. I use it with the Mario stick. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna see how this picks up on a brush. Not very well. So I'm gonna swirl a little bit and see. Picking up a little, but not very much. So let's try. So I'm gonna do that and then try to use this little mirror, and I'm gonna put a little bit right here. Okay, so it did pick up, it just didn't look like it had. So I'm just gonna put this here. This is my normal technique for bronzers and that cream, is to kind of do that shape and then stipple it in. So that picked up pretty well. It just didn't look like there was anything left on the brush. And that's blending in really nicely. I hope that shows up on camera, how well it's blending. But it looks like it's just kind of melting into my skin. I have not powdered yet. I did do concealer, but I haven't powdered, so. Let's try this side. And it's a little hard to see. I think there's something on my contact. So I need to like take them out and clean them and fix, but I don't want to do that right now because my light is going away. Okay, I really like this, and I'm barely getting any, but that's what I like. So then I put a little bit here and up here. So the only makeup I really ever wear on my forehead or upper part of my face is bronzer if I'm wearing bronzer. just to help kind of sculpt the face. My hair hides a lot of my forehead, but it also helps, you know, make it look not quite as big. I have a pretty big forehead. I have a pretty long face. And then let's try a little bit on my nose. Just kind of, I don't really contour my nose, but I do put a little bronzer on it. So I do like the Mario for drawing on, and then the shape I want, and then blending out with this. This, I like the undertone a little bit more of this, I think, but we'll see. I'll keep using both. But so far, really loving this. And then, while we're on the cream products, I have the cream blush and cream highlighter from the Rare Beauty set. This is the shade Bliss. No, this is the shade Joy, which is a peachy shade. And then this is Mesmerize, which is Selena's favorite, which is supposed to be like a rose gold. So I do know these are pigmented. A lot of people accidentally put too much on. So let's see what happens. It's so wee. It's so tiny, but so cute. Little doe foot. So I'm just gonna put two little dots right there, and 2 little dots right there. Let's see how that works. And I've got my kimchi mirror here, and I'm gonna, okay, yeah, these are very, very pigmented. That's a lot of blush. Okay, 1 dot. 1 dot is all I need. 2 is a mistake. I think it'll be fine, but 2 is a mistake. So if I only need 1 dot per cheek, this is tiny, but this is gonna last a long time. Even at 2 dots, this is gonna last a long time. It's a beautiful color though. This is my favorite kind of blush, like a peach or an orange. I'm not a big fan of peach, or I'm not a big fan of pink colors. They just don't look very natural on me because I don't have a cool undertone. I really like this. Okay, so that blended out well. Let's try this side. Look a little bit too much for a little bit. So I only put blush up here. I think it looks weird if I put it down here just because I don't have round cheeks or a very round face. I also just like to elongate. Now just stippling it in. This is my favorite brush for this kind of product. Okay, so I really like this. My skin looks very glowy today too. Okay, I don't think this is supposed to be as pigmented. So this is the cream blush or cream highlighter in Mesmerize. So I'm just gonna put a few dots, maybe 1 up here, and then 1, 2, 3, a little there. Let's put a couple dots there. Since I normally put a little bit of highlighter on my nose. And let's see how this works with a brush. So I don't love it in my brow. It's a little too shiny. I don't like a metallic-y, really, really shiny brow highlight. I like a natural brow highlight. Okay, this blended in really beautifully. I could definitely use a little bit more. So this will not last as long as the blush will. It is not as pigmented. I know people say the Rare Beauty blush is really pigmented, but like, they're not joking.
I'm joking. Oh, now I'm not joking, bitch.
So I love the way my skin looks. This looks great. So I'm gonna try on the lip so it can like dry and I can see what I think about it. Right now I just have some lip gloss on. But let's try. Red is my go-to lip color. So let's see. It's a really pretty, it's an interesting doe foot. Okay, so this is very creamy. It does feel like a cream or a mousse. But I want to give it some time while I do the rest to see if it's going to be drying or not. It has a little bit of a smell. Not a scent, a smell. Okay, so not the perfect application, but just a nice bright red. Okay, so really pretty color. Seems comfortable so far, but we'll know once it's fully dry if it's like transfer proof or drying or anything like that. Okay, so let's try Metropolis. So Metropolis is one of her $129 palettes, but instead of having 15 big shades, it's 28 little shades. And these are interchangeable with the midi size, which I have all but retro of. So I'm excited for that. I think what I want to do, I think I want to use this shade. This is the shade Orium. It's like an olive shimmer. It's just like shouting at me. So I think I might try to do something neutral with that as the shimmer. Yeah, I'll do something more neutral today. I'm wearing green, I've got a red lip. I don't want to do something too wild and crazy. There are some nice neutrals over here, but I think this will be a nice little pop. So like I said, I already primed with my Urban Decay primer. So I'm just gonna go in with a Sigma E38 to the shade Rope. Yep. You can tell I've read a lot about this and researched a lot of it before getting it. And I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. Yeah, it's like a mid-tone yellow brown. I believe this is one of the shades in the mini Metropolis. It's like this, a lighter brown, a dark brown, and then Jubilee, and then the gold shimmer underneath this. And then using my little shader brush, I'm gonna run that under my lash line. I did order lights finally. They're Steven of Stephen Fortitude, Stephen Ford. He recommended them, and then I think Rupi also uses the same lights. So I did order those and they will be here on Monday. So when it's dark out like this, I can still film with like a little bit better lighting, because Seattle at this time of year, it's dark a lot. Okay, so I haven't swatched this or anything, so I'm going in blind. I can't wait to use some of the cream shades in here. They're part of why I love Natasha Denona, so I'm super excited for those. But I think I'm gonna go into this shade right here, this like slightly darker brown. And I'm gonna do that on this. This is a Sigma E27. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that. Part of why I wanted this is because like everything has like a mustard or an olive, or like there's those kind of tones mixed in, and those are just my favorite tones. So I'm gonna put this shade right here. Yeah, this is an interesting shade. It's got a bit of a green to it. And it's less brown than it looks like in the pan. That's what I get for not swatching. But I think it's a beautiful shade. It's kind of an army green. So that was the shade Azoic. My Lethal and Troop are the two, these greens are the ones that are like really calling to me, but not today. Also this blue. I think I'm gonna try the shade Antique right here and see how that works on the outer corner. I'm just grabbing a little Sigma brush. This is a Sigma E42. Let's pick up a little bit of that. And put that right here. This looks like more just brown. Yeah, it's a little warm, but just kind of a neutral brown. And then like normal, I'm gonna take Rope, that first shade, on the fluffy brush again and just kind of blend everything together. And then I'm just gonna go in with that Orium shade and swatch that. Yeah, that's really pretty. So I'm going in with my finger to see how well this works without a glitter glue or anything. And it's just a nice sparkle. It's acting more toppery. I think with glitter glue, it would be a little more opaque, but it's beautiful. It kind of looks like a shade that would be in gold. So that's really pretty. And then I think using my pinky, I'm gonna go into this more like champagne looking shade over here. And I'm gonna use that on my inner corner, but I'm also going to put it on the inner part of my lid. And then using a pencil brush, I'm picking up a little bit more of that champagne-like shade and plopping it right here. Okay, and that was the shade Queen 6. I've only used a couple shades from this. This isn't really a review, obviously, but I do already have Sunrise, Gold, Love, Bronze, Glam, and Zendo, so I'm fairly familiar with the Natasha Denona formula, and so far this seems just like her good standard formula. Okay, so all that's left is mascara, so I'm going to curl my lashes and try that. I don't think I'll be able to do that on camera, so I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I have mixed feelings about the mascara. So this is the one, it's just kind of a standard one. There's nothing particularly special about it that I can see. So I forgot, I also bought the Sephora Favorites mascara bundle. It's already, I don't have the box anymore, it's already in my drawer of face products. I've only tried one of them so far. It was the Pat McGrath Dark Star. I've already tried Milk Makeup before, so I already know I like that. I'm loving the Pat McGrath. And after having using that for the last week, trying this one, I feel very, very mixed. So I did this eye first, and when I first put it on, it separated my lashes really nicely, but it was very weak. Like one coat of the Pat McGrath is like a perfect no makeup mascara. 2 coats is like a little more bold. This one coat looked okay, but like sad. Like it definitely needed more. So I started adding a little bit more and it started clumping. And I even went through with a spoolie and thing to try and break my lashes apart, and I couldn't. So I just have ugly, clumpy lashes on this side. Some people do like when your lashes clump. I know there are mascaras that do that on purpose, where they kind of clump multiple together to make more thick, spiky lashes. I hate that. I don't like the way it looks. The whole spider lash thing is lost on me. I think it's hideous. But this, I hate. I don't like the way this looks at all. I'm actually gonna wash this. Like, I will not wear this. Like, after I'm done, I'm washing this off. I hate the way this looks. This side, I did second, and I did like one really good thick coat, and, or no, I did 2 coats on this one as well. It looks better. It's not as clumpy. It clumped a bit on the outside, but here it looks fine. Not amazing. Like, I prefer the Pat McGrath. I prefer my Urban Decay. I prefer the Milk. But I will keep using this. Not when I'm in a hurry and need to impress people in case I need to wash it off, but on days that I'm not going anywhere and maybe I'll try it on before I shower so I can wash it off, if needed, on like over the weekend, but I'll report back. But yeah, on this eye, I like this side. It's not my favorite, but I like it. This eye, I hate, and I don't know what happened. It could be user error. I will try again. But so far, very mixed, because this eye is fine. I would wear that to school. This side, it like curled a little bit more, but it also, because like people say that this curls, it lengthens, it volumizes, like it's supposed to do everything. This side, it added some depth. My lashes look nicer. It didn't really curl them. Like I used a curler, but it didn't really add curl. It added a little bit of length. This side, it added length and it added curl, but it also clumped them and made them look horrible. So I don't know. So I will update you on that in one of my next videos in a week or so. And then when I round up everything I've tried in the last month, I will also give you an update then. So I will say the lip is nice. It is very comfy. Let me see. So it does transfer. Yeah, it does transfer. And those don't want to wipe off, but I will wash my hand. So it does transfer a little bit. It's not one of those matte lips that dries down 100%. It's more like a semi-matte, moussey consistency, kind of like ColourPop has some mattes like that too, and I've tried other ones. It's not my favorite formula. I'd prefer if I'm wearing a matte for it to not transfer at all. My favorite matte lipsticks right now, I have a MAC one I like. I have the Trixie ones, I really like those. I love the Kaleidos liquid lips. Those are matte and don't transfer, but don't feel like anything. They're the pinnacle. And so this just kind of falls flat, especially after trying those. So I'll keep using it, but I don't know. Especially with the red, I don't want red lipstick everywhere. So it's a pretty color though. So hits and misses. Metropolis, already knew I would like that. Loving this so far. I think this looks beautiful. Please let me know what you think. And the cream blush and highlighter also wins, especially the blush. The highlighter's fine, the blush. So the two wins for the week. So let me know what you think of what I got. If you got anything on sale, let me know what you got, and let me know what you think of my purchases and how this looks. I really love the way my base looks. I just hate the way my eyes look now because of this mascara. I'm glad I didn't put much effort into the eye look because I'm gonna go wash this off. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.